Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. So it resembles, was that genuine or was that very much like for individuals since Drake dropped his diss track on Kendrick Lamar? The whole rap world has been talking about it, and what this implies is pushing ahead in their continuous quarrel. Will Kendrick Lamar answer in the next few days, weeks, or not even answer by any means? At first, everybody was uncertain whether the track was computer-based intelligence, which in itself is a commendation in a way. It seems like Rick Ross hated the diss track itself as he rushed to post a story giggling at Drake and getting down on his claimed BBL. Hello, man, goodness. It's a particularly gorgeous day. After awakening from a rest, I recently started to understand BBL. Drizzy called his mother on me, and he shared their instant messages with one another. Drake, tell your mom you remained out past your time limitation. White kid, you needed to hang at the recreation area with the partake in reefer while we washed our old school Chevys. White kid, you got a Chevy. White kid, I question it yet anyway. Large nose, huge nose, kid, you had 25% muscle versus fat with a cutout six-piece stop. We know what time it is and that it costs 40 bandages. However, tell your mom, well, in Miami, we say old young lady. Tell your old young lady. She is a wonderful woman. I let you know that previously, and that's what I intended. Yet you tell your mom, a white kid, you remained out at the standard past the point of no return, and you can't consider her when you get in this excessively profound to call your mom white kid. We should pay attention to the verses of a track that Rick Ross delivered 2 hours after Drake recorded his diss track. Some champion lines from the actual track would be "You ain't never need to be a N-word." In any case, N-word SL, that is the reason you had an activity to make your nose more modest than your dad knows N-word spilling they records while we talking straightforwardly slice in the event that we keeping a ganga. When you see me, you really look at me. I see you. I see you. You better believe it. Rick Ross, for the most part, saved Drake, yet the best part was saved for last. Where has BBL Drizzy's six-pack been concealing?
He pondered, we can do it how you where you like it and make it happen whenever you believe you should. Wearing that entertaining attire at your show. You can't deny it in that frame of because of Rick Ross's rap record.
Drake shared instant messages from his mother where she got some information about the nosework claims Rick Ross was making and what he looked like when she last saw him. Drake then answered, saying that he's going loopy from all the Mary Jane and he hasn't eaten in days, driving him mad. A really silly reaction to telling the truth, then obviously, in all honesty, 50 Cent needed to share his response to the actual track. To be fair, he was additionally referenced momentarily in the track by Drake, where he commented on his activities being like 50 towards Rick Ross 50 presented on his Instagram. All you ninjas got smoked by a fair-looking N-word. Ha ha, you all better get high as Ann and think of something, and when 50 posted this, everybody was committing to the realities. Drake is, as of now, one up in this fight, thinking about how it's the whole business against him, right? Currently quit playing with Champagne Poppy, he gave a large portion of their fellows their greatest hits, and official Ricky ought to be content 50 Cent didn't end his vocation quite a while back. Doctor is playing 20v1, he's Thanos 50 posting. Drake won it yesterday. There were additionally guarantees that Kendrick Lamar's reaction got spilled. However, it was in the long run cleared up that it was computer-based intelligence, in spite of the fact that Drake and his group aren't precisely sure it was simulated intelligence, as Quiet posted to his Instagram when you figure out this is genuine. Remember how junk it was as a man-made intelligence? Many accept that Kendrick and his group were attempting to recreate how Drake showcased his diss track, as when it was first circumventing the web, it wasn't dominated as expected, yet the track was crazy and had everybody addressing whether it was artificial intelligence or the genuine Drake, though. In this example with the obvious Kendrick spill, everybody was saying it was finished trash and didn't think it was man-made intelligence, which justifies itself with real evidence, truly, as is not out of the ordinary. An enormous number of Hip Bounce fans have delighted in both of the Circle tracks and have answered and passed judgment on everyone. LeBron James was one of them, and he tweeted on X a couple of hours after Drake's reaction became public. On Saturday, he posted out a lot of fire emoticons circled back to in no way like two heavyweights doing what they specialize in for the love of the game. Obviously, Drake's main meat essayist, DJ Scholastics, gave his considerations on the diss track, but on the other hand, he was at a new meeting with DJ Vlad, where he expressed that it isn't so much of a rivalry as of now among Drake and Kendrick. When you look at their inventory over the past 10 years, individuals have acknowledged that Drake is number one. They've just acknowledged it as DRS number one. So again, no less than 2017. There was like that discussion in light of Kendrick simply not in any event. Playing the game like individuals stop in any event, looking at them definitely. Yet I generally have felt that if Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake all dropped around at the same time, a great many people would pay attention to Kendrick first. Not a chance, better believe it totally, yo. He's more expected. He has far more grammatical. He's more creative. He's not as a very remarkable pop craftsman, I get that. You can't help contradicting me. Listen, you can't help contradicting me on this section from Rick Ross. At the end of the week, he was one of a handful of different specialists who seemed to respond to move-ups by sharing a photograph of himself laughing and scarfing down popcorn on push-ups. Drizzy alluded to the end of the week by his genuine name, rapping, cash-blowing, and AEL bread over here, deceiving what we accomplish for he accomplishing for N-word, as she was referenced in the melody push-ups as Zaya, who has recently teamed up with Drake, likewise answered it, yet such that ridiculed Kendrick Lamar in the verses, Tip Squeak quieted down, you ain't in no enormous three, K got you cleaned down, Travis got you cleaned down, Savage got you cleaned down. The SOS vocalist shared a video Fnay Spills asking now for what reason I am in it on her Instagram story, with the end goal of staying away from being referenced. Before we go any further into the video, what are your folks' straightforward contemplations on this whole circumstance? Is it likely Kendrick Lamar will answer in the next few days or weeks? Or will he simply leave what is happening as it is noted down beneath? Drake has formally confirmed that the diss track is genuine, so that settles any questions you might have had about its credibility. The rapper utilized virtual entertainment to share an Instagram story highlighting a video of Metro Boomin playing drums overlaid on the 2002 film drum line. The reason for the recording was to insinuate his melody's Metro affront. When Drake posted this image, it had the whole web in it, with posts like Drake never losing in a trivial conflict. It doesn't really matter to me what anybody says. That is all Drake needed to say and post to address Metro. I need to recruit Drake to my savaging group. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.